Hi gang, I wanted to make a short video for you this week explaining several things that are important for you to know before the test. First of all, take a look at where my cursor is. You do have a new extra credit this week that you can take advantage of, and this is 10 points. Very important. It's going to help you in your homework also. Please make sure to do that. Second, there is a 5-point extra credit. If you have not done it yet, open up this 5-point extra credit activity inside the syllabus up to test number 1 folder. Next, and I think it's very important that you hang with me here for the next couple minutes as I explain some things that will help you quite a bit in the test. First of all, I'm going to open up the syllabus up to test number 1. And when I open that up, you'll see that everything expands out. And here are all of the resources that you have leading up to the actual test. And remember, on the test, you may use your books, your notes, pencil, scratch paper, and a calculator. It opens up on Wednesday and it closes on Monday. First of all, in Chapter 1, you'll notice that I have a video. Click on that. That should open up a video. The videos are usually anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, maybe 35 minutes thereabouts. And it's the same type of thing that I'd present in a class. So even though this is an online class, by watching that video, you get about an hour's worth of class material summarized down into 20 to 30 minutes. So when you're doing that, please take notes, because when you're watching that video and you're taking notes, economics is something that requires a lot of repetition, and actually jotting down notes and drawing down the graphs, you'll learn economics much better. The next is one of my favorite things about the course, and that is the ebook. I'm going to open up the ebook right now. I clicked on it, and I'm going to show you two things that I really like about the ebook. First of all, when the ebook comes up, it'll look something like this. And here's the table of contents. And if you want to advance from one point to another point way within the book without going page by page, take a look at this line indicator at the very bottom where you can select where you want to go. Well, one of the places that I really like has to do with video questions and problems. So I'm going to click on that. I just clicked on that. It brings up, these are the same type of video questions and problems that are written in your book at the end of the chapter. And they're written here, well, what the author produced about 6,000 videos just for this book alone. So a lot of them are really short. You can answer the question in your mind or on paper, and then you can come on down here and click on the video. And when you click on the video, it's going to open up and it's going to explain the video questions and problems that are presented in the book and in the ebook. And as you can see right here, I'll push play. He actually graphs everything out for you, and he explains the situation so that you can understand it. And because economics takes repetition, some topics take 3 to 7 times worth of repetition to get it. I think economics is kind of on the high end, where it takes about 6, 7 times repeating a concept before it really sinks in. So this is the one ways in which you can have it repeated to you. You can watch it, you could draw the graphs along with them, and I highly recommend that you draw the graphs along with the author, because that is how it will get from your creative mind into your logical mind, because you're putting pen to paper, and that activates a lot of different neurons in your brain. There are a lot of different short videos that are embedded into the ebook, which I've grabbed and put into the ebook to help you to understand some of the concepts. My favorite econ teacher is called Mr. Clifford, Jacob Clifford, out of California. He's a high school AP economics teacher, and he's excellent. This video right here is 6 minutes and 43 seconds. He's very dynamic, and he also does a great job of explaining the concepts in ways that you can understand and that are kind of humorous and enjoyable. Please make sure that you watch these videos also. This makes the online class much more like a face-to-face class. You're not just doing a correspondence class anymore. You got videos, you have exercises, you have a lot of different things to help you to internalize the topic and concepts of economics. Also, throughout the book, there are little modules like this where it'll ask you a question, you can answer it for yourself, and then you can click on the answer. The answer will be provided for you so you can double check. It's just another way of reviewing that material so the concepts really stick within your mind. So that was a quick review of the ebook. Other resources that you have are things like flashcards, and these flashcards you don't have to make up. They're already made for you. They're electronic, and they're very easy to use, very quick to go And here they are. For example, subsidy. What is subsidy? Flip the card. You have the definition. If you want to hide the card, you got that concept, just hide it. Now you have something else, upward sloping supply curve. Flip the card, get the definition, and you can just go on to the next card. You can go through this one or as many times as you like. I usually like to go through these about 2 times, and they're very quick. It doesn't take that much time at all. Now, I told you that the author literally put together thousands of videos. Here's another place where some of his videos are stored. And it's something that you can use to help you to prepare for the test called Adaptive Test Prep. You can do this. It doesn't count against your grade. It doesn't count you for your grade. It's just something that you can voluntarily do. I don't even see if you do it. It's just for your benefit. And for this particular one, we're in Chapter 3. Okay, I'm going to take the test now. There's 30 questions. It'll randomly pull 10 questions. And when you take the test, you go through and answer the questions. Now I have gone through and randomly answered 10 questions with B with most of the answers. So now I'm going to submit and review the test, and as I submit and review the test, it will provide me feedback on what I got right, what I got wrong. And you can see here that I didn't do very well guessing. I only got 4 out of 10 right. That's that's about average for just guessing. But the neat thing about this is that you can click on any question and it will show you e-reader if you want to go back to the point in the book where the question was. And with some questions, it will also provide videos that explain how the correct answer was produced. So the adaptive test prep is one way that you can prepare for the test. Another way that you can prepare for the test is to use the mini practice tests. Now, these mini practice tests come directly from the test bank that your test comes from, the tests in Blackboard. Okay, so I click on practice test. There are 5 questions, true, false, and 5 questions, multiple choice, in separate tests. And for this true, false, you can take it 5 times. And so it will pull out randomly questions from the test bank. Let's see if the test bank had 100 different questions in it. And if the test bank had 100 different questions in it, it would randomly pull out those true, false questions. And you could take it up to 5 times. And the same with the multiple choice questions. You could take it up to 5 times. And by the way, your quizzes also come from the same test bank. You're allowed to take the quizzes twice. And your tests also come from the same test bank. And you're allowed to take the tests twice. So you get a lot of repetition here. The thing I like about this is that it is written by the author and it comes directly from the material in the test bank. So I'm going to start one of these tests here and just begin. And so if you go through and you answer them, so once again, I just randomly answered these questions. Now, if I was doing it for myself, after I finished reading and doing all the homework and everything, I would actually go in and I would do one adaptive test prep and I would do 2 or 3 of these mini practice tests because, once again, it's that process of review going over and over and over the information again, and it will really seal this information into your mind so that you'll not only understand it and enjoy economics, but you'll also do very well on the test. So I saved it and submitted it and brought up the answers, and you'll see that the answers that you get back are just what you answered and what the corrected answer was. Answering them and thinking them through is a much better exercise than just going click B B B B B B B B. Now hit. Let's see the answers. What are the answers? That's not a way to learn. Plus, it's cheating the system. It's gaming the system. If you come back and say, "Hey, I went through everything, but I didn't understand it." Yeah, well, did you do B B B B B B, and then do that? Because you're not going to learn that way. You're going to learn by thinking through the answers, answering them, and then going back and seeing if you got it right or wrong. So once again, this is the type of feedback that you get when you do the mini practice tests. So guys and ladies, here's my suggestion for you to be successful. Number 1, break your study into several different nights. You can't do everything in just one night for economics. This is an accelerated course covering about 2 chapters a week. You're just not going to be able to review and retain everything. So break your study into a minimum of 3 nights, preferably 6 nights. That way you have plenty of time to review and retain. Second, Number 2 is follow the learning path. In MindTap, this chapter by chapter sequence is called the learning path. Start off with the videos, then do the ebook, the videos in there, do the flashcards, then your homework, and then do an adaptive test prep, a couple mini practice tests, and there's also Publisher PowerPoint that you can review there also. So after you've done your homework, I recommend immediately after you've done your homework, do 2 true, false, and multiple choice mini practice tests, and also 1 adaptive test prep. You can do them quickly. It'll help you to review and retain. Those are 2 very important keywords, review and retain. And then you can also do 1 adaptive test prep. And last of all, right before you do the test and as you're reviewing, preparing for the test, make sure that you do 3 true, false, multiple choice mini practice tests and 1 adaptive test prep. Remember, these questions come from the actual test bank that your test is going to be drawn from. So it's going to be helpful to be able to review those. And gang, there is one more invaluable resource I'd like to point out, and that is the test preparation resources. If you click on that unit, you will find all of the adaptive test preps, the mini practice test in Blackboard, the test study guides, and notes also. But most importantly, you will find videos explaining types of graphs and tables on test. Here I have made some videos that contain the graphs and tables and interpretations of those tables that you will see on those tests. Please make sure to view these, as these will help you as much as anything. Good luck. Gang, thanks for hanging in here all the way to the end. Remember, on Tuesday nights, 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, there will be a help session. You can find that help session from here in Blackboard. Just click on the 6 to 7 help session. That is on Tuesday evenings. Please come prepared with questions. I'm not going to be having a class, really. I'm just going to be answering questions. And also, if you want to have any more ideas from successful students and what they've done to prepare and do really well in class, I have a link here called Test Prep Ideas by Students. It leads you to a discussion board, and when I click on that discussion board, you can see that there is a lot of information that is presented by students. There's an idea from Taryn. And here are some ideas that I've collected from several students. Anyway, good luck on the test. And if you have any questions, please Skype me. That's the best way to get a hold of me. Email is also good too, but I respond quicker to Skype. Anyway, take care. Good luck on the test. Bye-bye.